Pileggi Technical Services, your computers and electronics concierge service.
Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the new Chromecast from Google. This is my first one from them actually. I've never owned any of these before. I decided to pick up one today because why not? I got a tablet and I've always wanted one, and now that I see they have the new ones out, I decided to get one. Now there's two versions of this. There's the regular one like you see here, and there's also one that's just for audio. I may pick up one of those in the future because they seem pretty neat. But at any rate, this does work with a variety of apps. You can see here. I've played with one of these before, the older version actually, with a friend of mine, and I thought it was really neat. So with that, let me just go ahead and open this right up. This is going to be an unboxing and a setup video. See if I can... Here's the setup instructions, and it seems pretty easy to do. Now I do already have the app on my tablet because I wanted to get it set up ahead of time. This does work with a variety of operating systems. I'll have everything down in the description. Now you do get the main unit, which as you can see has the HDMI cord in the back, which has this nice little magnetic connection. The reason why they did this was because the original one was just kind of like this big fat adapter kind of dongle piece that just plugged in, and you didn't have a lot of room to plug in other things next to it, where this is just like a regular HDMI port plug, which is nice. You can see here's the connection for the USB, because you do have to get power from somewhere, which is what that is right there. And then you have a power button here, and there's also a little status light over here. I'm not sure if this base is magnetic. No, just the plug is. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of plugging this in, getting it powered up, hitting the power button, and just following the instructions on the screen. So I'm going to set up the TV behind me. We're going to do that right now. Once you get the unit plugged in and turned on, you'll get this screen that comes up. It's just a matter of following the instructions once you go to that website or using the Chromecast app. I just went ahead and opened up the app on my tablet, which you can see right here, and you hit the scan button and it comes up and asks you to set up the Chromecast. Once you hit the setup button, it's going to connect directly to it. You'll see that there's a code that comes up on the unit behind me there, and once this gets set up over here, we're going to put this code in here in this Chromecast, and then it's going to ask me the next step after that. Once you hit the button on that screen that asks you about that code, you could see you have a chance of naming the actual Chromecast. You can enable guest mode, which will let guests in your house come in and use your Chromecast. I'm going to go ahead and disable that for now, and then I'm also going to disable the usage statistics. I'm going to change the name of this right now. It's our new name. On the following screen, you can see it's going to ask you for your Wi-Fi information. Now, it did already pick up the Pileggi Technical Services high-speed service, since this particular unit has a 2.4 gigahertz and a 5 gigahertz radio in it, and I do have a 5 gigahertz system set up here, hence the HS at the end there. So I'm going to go ahead and input my password here. We're going to get that set up. Once you put the code in, you can see you get the notice here that it's connecting. You also see it's connecting on the screen in the background as well. It's going to ask you to do an update, so we're going to go ahead and let it do the update and everything it needs. You'll see it gives a nice video here while we're waiting. Now, this particular TV doesn't have an USB port on the back of it for the power, so I am using the power adapter that came with this. The other thing is I'm not actually using the speakers on this TV. I'm using an external sound system, which you can almost see in the bottom of the camera right here, over here. All my devices' audio sources plug into that. So my PlayStation 2, for example's video signal goes to the TV, and the audio goes to the actual audio box here. Now, this Chromecast is sending all the audio through the USB, through the HDMI connection into that TV. unfortunately, I don't have a way of getting the audio back out of that TV into another device. I did try hooking up the connection in the back of the TV. There is 2 digital ports in the back, but apparently that's only for getting digital audio off of the coaxial connection in there, which is kind of unfortunate. So I'm going to have to go ahead and put this on a different TV. It was actually intended to go in the living room anyway, but the TV's being occupied right now. I can't actually, show you how to set that up on that particular TV. But it would be a little bit easier on that TV because there's ports in the side of it. This one doesn't have HDMI on the side. It's only on the bottom. So your mileage may vary with this particular situation. It would be nice to see if you could use the audio Chromecast and the video Chromecast simultaneously, but for some reason I doubt that's the case. So not all TVs have that problem. I know my TV in my parents' living room is a Sony TV, and whatever audio comes through on the HDMI ports can be exported externally through the coaxial and optical connections on it. Where, like I said, this one that cannot for some reason. This is also one of earlier LCD TV, so I can understand maybe it didn't have some of that technology. But anyway, this thing's going to finish doing its update, and it's just a matter of what apps you plan on using. YouTube, for example, does have the app available for it. It's the same app. All it does is add a little button, which looks like a little rectangle with like a Wi-Fi signal coming off the corner of it, like little waves. And once you watch a video, you can just press that button and it'll sync up to the Chromecast. It will take a few moments, but once it does that, you can go ahead and just watch it. And that's basically it. Your tablet or your phone, whatever device, will act as kind of a remote, so you can pause and do all that stuff with the actual video you're watching or whatever the case is, or music you're listening to, which is really great. And I hear there's a lot of the apps that this is compatible with. You can actually multitask, where you can be watching one video on here and then go into a completely different app and use another video or do something else still on the tablet, which is really handy. It looks like my update here is complete. You can see my tablet's all ready. My Chromecast is ready. It shows me here which apps I have installed on my tablet that work, which is really nice. Like I have Pandora. I don't use Spotify, or which is compatible with this, or I don't have HBO or any of the paid things on TV. My wife's more of the TV person. I'm more of the geek, sitting in front of the computer all the time. So we only have a DirecTV system in our house on one TV. But I could actually log in to some of the apps that's available through the DirecTV and use my provider information, like the username and password for the directv.com website, and actually sync up the applications that's available, like HBO Go and all those different ones. I used to have a Netflix account. That would be great for something like this. I intend on using it more for the YouTube videos. I do have a Netflix and Pandora enabled Blu-ray player in my living room, and that's primarily what I use that for, besides Blu-rays obviously. But now I could be able to use this to watch YouTube on there, which is wonderful. Let's see, I could actually go to my YouTube channel here just so I can play something that's not copyrighted. And you can see the corner of the screen here, the camera focuses in on it. There's that icon I was telling you about. So once you pull up an actual video here of something, like here's the last one I just put up, you can see the video is going to start playing on the tablet, and then once I go ahead and actually hit that button to cast, it comes up with the name of the Chromecast, and when you push that, it should come right up on the screen there. Now it does take a few seconds for it to work. It's not quick and instantaneous, but there you go. And one thing I will point out, and I didn't mention, I've seen this mentioned in other videos, the quality isn't like super deluxe right away. It does look kind of choppy, but once the internet connection buffers and this video comes, to be fully buffered, I should say, it will actually play a lot smoother and clearer. And of course, I was wrong about that audio connection on my TV. I don't have any audio on this, so that's rather unfortunate. But like I said, this is going on another TV. You can also see the app is kind of paused there in the background because it is playing on the cast. And yeah, I can actually go right out. You can see it in the corner there. And I'm actually right back on my main tablet screen. And there's the video still playing in the background. So it's a really cool device just for that alone. Now they normally sell for $35. That's what you'll pretty much find it, for anywhere, unless it's on sale, obviously, plus tax. It's well worth it. It's pretty much an Android device all on its own, and then just the Wi-Fi built in, an HDMI port, USB. It's real simple. It works with a variety of devices like the iOS system. It works with, obviously Google Chrome. So I can get the app for that. It works with Android. It's a great device. I recommend getting it. And as always, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe for more. If you like watching them, please click the like button. Don't forget to leave a comment.